What's good, people? It's your boy Lowry and welcome to the Everythinglowery Show. This is a show that gives you all the movie and TV news from a lover of film, that is myself, to you guys. In this episode we have tons to talk about. So many trailers dropped this week: the new Indiana Jones movie, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Cocaine Bear, and the first installment for the new Transformers trilogy. I also have information surrounding The Boys' new spin-off series and information regarding the upcoming Harry and Meghan docuseries that's featuring on Netflix. Alright, so the first story for today is surrounding a new MCU character, and if you've watched Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, then you know we were introduced to Namor, Marvel's answer to Aquaman basically. And this character, played fantastically by Tenoch Huerta, ended up being a fan favourite from the film, so much so that people wanted, like myself, want a solo movie with this character. Well,
you didn't say the magic word.
Please! God damn it!
It doesn't seem like we're going to get a solo movie anytime soon. A report from Collider states that the character Namor is in the same boat as the Hulk. Universal Pictures owns the right to Namor, so similar to the Hulk situation, legally Marvel cannot produce a solo movie for Namor. Instead, the character has to appear in a joint movie with other MCU characters, and Namor isn't even allowed to be in marketing materials or posters by himself unless it's part of a series of posters like what they did for Wakanda Forever. This is an extremely messy situation because I'd love to see the world of Talokan explored more with Namor. Hopefully this changes soon. Warner Bros, or Warner Bros Discovery as it's now called, is looking to put its DC branded animation on other streaming platforms besides HBO Max. I'd say it's been a turbulent year for Warner. The $43 billion merger with AT&T and Discovery didn't go smoothly as they'd hoped, with so many internal changes and external changes like the cancellation of the Batgirl movie. HBO Max has kind of been left in limbo, and now a bigger question mark hangs over the streaming platform with this news. Whilst at Content London, Chairman Channing Dungey talked about the studio's future animation plans, and according to a report from Deadline, Dungey said, "With animation, we used to be about staying in-house, but now we are doing it on different platforms. HBO Max is the first stop, but we are in the process of closing a big deal with Amazon featuring DC branded content in animation." I'm a bit confused with this. With the recent hiring of James Gunn and Peter Safran for heading the new DC universe, it doesn't make sense placing DC animation on other platforms. I love what Marvel are doing with their movies, TV shows, and now their specials. Although not all projects have been top quality, you have continuity on one app. Let's hope this plan works out because some of the DC animation over the years have been top quality. A Bruce Lee biopic is officially in the works, with Deadline reporting that Sony have finalized a deal with two-time Academy Award winner Ang Lee to direct the upcoming biopic titled Bruce Lee, with the director's son Mason Lee set to star as the martial arts icon. No other information has been released, but I think Ang Lee is perfect for this production. Not only has he directed one of my favorite films ever, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I know he will honor the legacy of Bruce Lee. It seems in recent years that the royal family has hit a high level of popularity. We've had the Crown series on Netflix, Spencer that released in cinemas last year, and to add to this list, quite possibly the most controversial couple right now, Harry and Meghan. They are coming out with their own Netflix docuseries, and this docuseries titled Harry and Meghan is set to pull back the curtain on their love story and retreat from life as working as royals. This is about to be some juicy content. I've never paid attention to the royal family, but I will definitely be watching this series. There's no release date yet, but of course, as always, as soon as I know, I will update you guys with information. I have some updates to do with The Boys TV series. The universe is expanding. Prime Video dropped the first teaser trailer for Gen V, which is a spin-off series that is set in the world of one of my favorite TV shows of recent years, The Boys. Gen V will follow young adult soups who are tested in the Hunger Games style challenges at Godolphin University, which is run by Vought International. From this teaser trailer, I am here for it. It looks great, and adding a Hunger Games element to an already insane rated R TV series, I need this now. Amazon, I need this now. All right, fans of The Last of Us like myself, we were treated to the first official full trailer this weekend, and my gosh, I cannot wait for this TV series. Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey will be playing Joel and Ellie, and by the looks of this trailer, it looks like they are following the original game like for like. We see glimpses of the relationship between Joel and Ellie, similar to the first video game, a look at a bloater, plus much more. It'll be interesting to see if they alter certain events in this series because I love love projects that are inspired from comics, books, and video games and stay true to them, but with shows like The Boys, it does showcase that you don't always have to stick to exactly everything. This series is set to debut on the 15th of January 2023. This past week we were treated to trailers for planned blockbusters next year, but before I get into those, I have to highlight Cocaine Bear. Yes, this is a real film based on a true story of a bear who devoured cocaine that had fallen from a narcotic transporting plane back in 1985. And in this film, the twist is the bear turns into a killer bear, raging havoc in the forest. And guys, I am there day one on release date watching Cocaine Bear when it releases on the 24th of February next year. CCXP was held at the Sao Paulo Expo and trailers dropped for summer 2023 blockbusters. First, we have Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which is the 5th adventure in the indie film franchise. Harrison Ford reprises his iconic character for the first time in 15 years, and this is set to be his last portrayal of Indiana Jones. This film looks like it's going all out and seems to call back to all the previous movies with the horse riding, giant rolling balls plus more, and introducing new characters. This movie is expected to release in cinemas from the 30th of June 2023. Next up, we have the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, a very emotional trailer I might add. This will be the Guardians' final adventure. We have the introduction of the High Evolutionary. This is a character from the Marvel comic books who is someone that experiments on life forms and breeds hybrids that he calls the New Men. We also have the first proper look at Adam Warlock. This is another Marvel fan favorite created by the Enclave for a set of scientists in the Marvel comics. This looks like it will be an emotional ride. I think we're set to lose some characters, some big Guardians of the Galaxy characters, and this possibly could go down as the best MCU trilogy. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is set to release in cinemas from the 5th of May 2023. The first trailer for Transformers Rise of the Beast dropped, and yes, I'm excited for this one. Yes, I know, another Transformers movie, but this one is different. Not only is this the first movie in a new trilogy, this movie is inspired by the fan favorite Beast Wars storyline that showcased in the 90s. This is a direct continuation from Bumblebee that released in 2018, and we will see the war between Maximals and Predacons on the big screen finally. Peter Cullen is back to voice OG Optimus Prime with Ron Perlman voicing Optimus Primal, and this movie is expected to release in cinemas on the 9th of June 2023. And the last story for today revolves around Avatar, and not Avatar 2, 3, 4 or 5, but Avatar 6 and 7. From an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, James Cameron hinted that he has 5 or 6 movies left in his career, with half of these films being Avatar movies. We already have Avatar: The Way of Water releasing soon. Avatar 3 is confirmed for a December 2024 release. Cameron is set to be filming Avatar 4 and 5 back to back with release dates up to 2028. But with Avatar 6 and 7, he said he'd be open to making them, but he'd have to train someone to shoot Avatar style movies since he'll be 89 by then, and there is a huge amount of energy to create these films. I don't see this franchise going to 7 movies, but I could be wrong. You know, as long as these movies keep making money, Hollywood will keep producing them.
Show me the money.
That is all the news for this week's show. As for next week, here are the releases to look out for. You can pause the video if you want. Thank you for watching, and until my next video, peace.